Welcome back to the Outdoor Kitchen Show. I'm Marissa Turner, and today I'm here with my son Sean Turner to show you a wild game recipe, since today we were at the Demco Big Buck Contest and also talking to Ronnie Corcoran about what it takes to have a successful deer camp. And if you don't have wild game at home, that's okay. You can still participate in this one because we're using boudin. Now, Sean, you put a deer on the ground last year,
Yes,
right?
I did. And y'all are going to see a photo of me with my big John Doe I knocked down last year.
That's right. We were at the Last Chance Hunting Club, and here's a photo of Sean with his deer. And one of our sponsors, French Settlement Sausage, actually processes wild game. And Sean requested to have some of his deer, instead of regular deer sausage, into deer boudin.
And if y'all are coming home from a deer hunt and y'all are thinking what to do with deer, process it into deer boudin. It's good stuff, people.
It is. It's really good stuff. Now, what did we do with it? We made it into patties, right?
Yeah, we made the patties. And y'all can make it into deer balls and y'all
and
could eat.
meatballs and things like that. Yeah, it was really good. We actually dipped it in A1 sauce, those little deer patties. That was so good. Now, today, we're going to, once again, take the boudin out of the case, crumble it into a skillet, and cook that with some white beans. It's a one pan dish, super easy, and Sean's gonna help. Now he's up here, he's on his little step stool here. He's only 8, he's not this tall, but he needed a little height to help me out here. We're gonna unwrap this boudin and just take it out of the casing.
Yeah, you want me to do that right now?
Sure. Okay, so what I did is I just split it down the side, and that way it just comes right out of the case. Easy, easy. All right, and we're just going to fry this a little bit in the skillet just to get it warmed through. All right, my boudin is getting nice and warm. Now I'm using a cast iron skillet because it's safe to go in the oven. Okay, so make sure whatever you're putting this in is oven safe. Now I'm just using some leftover white beans. You can use the kind in the can. It's all good, and just as much as you want. We're just going to smooth this out, and we're going to top it with some breadcrumbs. Now I've got Sean over here with some plain breadcrumbs. We're going to add some Parmesan cheese and some swamp dust. There you go. We're just going to put some Parmesan cheese into some plain breadcrumbs. Go ahead and give that a stir. We'll come over and you can put some swamp dust in it. There we go.
From creative Cajun cooking, and it's worth the money, I can tell you that.
It's good stuff, huh?
You can find Parmesan cheese at Ross Market.
Yes, you can. Very good. Absolutely. All right. Now, this is going to become a boudin and white bean gratin because I'm just going to put those breadcrumbs right on top. And then we're going to just dot some butter on top. This is called a gratin because of the buttered breadcrumbs on top. If it was an au gratin, it'd be full of cheese. Okay. Now, of course, you can add extra cheese. But this is just a regular old gratin, and we're just putting the buttered breadcrumbs on top. And this is going to go in the oven at 375 just until those breadcrumbs are nice and golden brown. All right, here's my zester. And I'm just going to get that butter down in there. There we go. The colder the butter is whenever you're doing this, the better it is. Okay, now our white bean and boudin gratin is in the oven, and just going to brown those breadcrumbs on top because they're nice and buttered. Now, one word about cooking with your kids. We definitely want to emphasize safety on this. Kids, if you're watching at home and seeing Sean cook with me, that's great, but you always make sure a parent is with you in the kitchen. Never, ever, ever touch the stove by yourself. And I just wanted to say, if you're using cast iron as well, you might want to pick up one of these little guys to put on the handle as you're dealing with it so you don't get burned. It goes right there on the handle just like that. Kids, don't go cooking in the kitchen without mama or daddy with you, and make sure mom and daddy, you always use pot holders and things like that. I've personally seen people try to pick up cast iron not thinking that that handle gets hot because they're used to the skillets with the long handles that don't get hot. Cast iron does, so make sure you got one of these little guys. Very, very helpful. So in just a second, we're going to see how those white beans came out.
Now, folks, y'all see this pretty dish we're about to eat, and I bet it's going to be good old Creole fashion good. And y'all want to try this recipe on the theoutdoorkitchenshow.com. And make sure to put the www.
All right, now it's out of the oven. It was only in there for 5 minutes. I left it in there at 375. Then I just turned on the broiler real quick to make those breadcrumbs nice and golden brown. That was it. So literally just throwing the boudin in the skillet, the leftover white beans, which are just pre-cooked, or the kind out of the can, that's fine. Breadcrumbs with the Parmesan cheese and butter and a little magic swamp dust. Now go ahead and take a little taste there, Sean. Yeah? How is it?
That's good deer boudin.
Oh, I'm telling you, that's some good deer boudin. Now, if you're going to have some wild game processed, whether it's deer or wild hog or what have you, make sure you give French Settlement Sausage a call. They do some fantastic things. They can mix the meat with some pork for sausage, for the boudin, or you can just get it ground and seasoned, all good stuff. So give a call to the number on the screen for French Settlement Sausage. Or you can look for their products in stores near you. This is the green onion sausage. It's fantastic stuff, great for taking to the camp. And for more recipes like this, make sure you check out our website, theoutdoorkitchenshow.com. We'll see you next week.